Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Battening. On today's episode, we're going to see the struggles of women in today's scary patriarchal society. I came across this video thanks to Count Dibula. You can check out his video down below. So without further wait, let's all learn about our inner sexism. Enjoy!
Hey guys, I'm Mac Watson. If you didn't know, now you know.
Hi, I'm Battening. If you didn't know, now you know.
Today I want to make a video talk about subtle sexism.
Oh, there is some extreme sexism going on in the world today, but I don't think that you're going to be talking about that. If I were to guess, you're going to go with the wage gap, or how some guy was rude to you one time, or how they put fucking cheese in your Big Mac. I don't know, blow us away.
This is something that I have been encountering in my day-to-day life a lot recently. So deeply embedded in how we function as a society that a lot of the time we just kind of like glaze over them.
Or maybe these are just things that aren't a big deal. Or perhaps your I'm a smack a bitch face could be rubbing people the wrong way.
Little things, the weird, bizarre, kind of funny day-to-day things that we as women have to deal with.
Men don't deal with any bullshit either? No? Do men deal with other bullshit? No, bro. None. Oh, okay. Well, carry on then.
I'm fucking sick of it. You're probably fucking sick of it. Let's break this thing wide open.
Oh, I can't wait.
Talking about sports. I cannot tell you how many times I have been in a group of people and guys start talking about sports as if the women aren't even in the room.
Oh, gee, I wonder why guys would talk to other guys about sports. Oh, I wonder why. Well, it could be that far more men watch sports than women. The most recent and reliable info I could find is from 2013. The numbers show that the NFL is the most equal of the four major sports at 35% women and 65% men, nearly double.
So first of all, I probably know more about the Raptors than you do.
Well, I don't watch any basketball, so you probably do. But you're into the NBA? You'd be glad to know that basketball is tied with baseball for the least watched sport by women at 70% men and 30% women. And real-world experience would back this up. Here I'm going to present my non-scientific anecdotal evidence. Everybody's favorite. I'll put a key up here for you, and we'll go ahead and color all of our friends and label them because why the fuck not? We have red for zero fucks given, orange for they don't really care, it's whatever, green they'll watch sometimes but not very diehard, and then blue is the diehard. Now for guys, 4 of my closest friends are diehards, while 1 couldn't give any fucks. And for girls, 1 is a complete diehard, while 4 couldn't give any fucks, hence the 0 and 0 fucks given. Now that was our non-scientific anecdotal evidence. Hope you enjoyed.
Why do you assume that the girls don't want to talk about that?
Because most of them don't. Is that a good enough answer for you?
And I don't think it's like a malicious thing. It's like, oh, girls want to be included in this conversation, but girls don't like sports. Wrong.
Guys will talk to women about sports if they know the woman likes sports. If I don't know the woman, I'm not going to start a conversation with her about how San Francisco is a train wreck or how I think the over-under on Saturday's game is ridiculous. This is the same way that I would start a conversation with my guy friend who hates sports. I think you're just incapable of realizing that most women don't keep up with sports, and you seem bitchy and extremely entitled. That could be the reason why guys who know you don't want to include you in a conversation. Saying, I probably know more about the Raptors than you do will kill all hopes that you have of having legit conversations with people.
This happened to me countless times, like at a workplace, like, you know, like you're at work in the morning and a group of guys are talking about the game last night. These are my buddies at work. They know that I am a basketball fan, but never do they include me in the conversation.
Why do you assume that you should be included in the conversation? Maybe they don't like having a conversation with you. And if they do like you, just start a damn conversation with them. There's no guy talk that starts with planning and there's no fucking list of participants. You don't need an invite. Just go up to them and start talking. And if they stare at you and tell you to leave because you're a woman and women don't have any place talking about sports, then they are dicks. Why are you trying to talk to them? Although I highly doubt the latter is happening.
Yeah, pretending girls aren't in the room while you talk about sports is not fucking cool. Especially if, you know, if these girlfriends or colleagues of yours have like made it clear that they're into sports and they want to talk about it. Or even they've tried, like I've tried to join into conversations like talking about the basketball game the night before and actually just got shut out.
I'm starting to think that this entitlement, this need for everybody to acknowledge you is a telling sign of the root of your stories.
And then there's guys that actually don't know anything about the sport, but they get included in the conversation because they have a fucking penis.
Perhaps. Just perhaps it's because they're not spoiled little brats. Perhaps they just walked over and joined the conversation because they have better social skills than you. Maybe, just maybe, people enjoy being around them and talking with them.
Why is it that I've been watching basketball for most of my life, but because you have a dick, you're automatically more qualified to talk about the topic than I would be?
Well, speaking as a guy who talks with guys, we don't require a resume, at least that I'm aware of. There is no meeting where it's like, Bill, do you know who won the 96 NFC championship? No? Okay, you're out. Wendy? No, that just, it doesn't... There are no qualifications, you fucking asshole. But I can say that any person making this face while pouting about inclusion and saying that we're sexist wouldn't be welcome.
Guys at the gym. Jesus Christ. So like, I actually avoid going to crowded gyms because it is such an uncomfortable place to be. In a weight room, a lot of guys like think that girls are like looking for their opinion.
Yes, these are called douchebags. While they try to attract the attention of women, they also try to attract the attention of men in the form of trying to prove that they are alpha. For example, if I sit on a bench press and I go to do something, there's a good chance that they could sit beside me and try to one-up me. It happens. They're fucking douchebags. Get over it.
What about me screams?
Whoa, that jump cut was epic.
What about me screams? Please come over and...
Maybe he wants to talk about sports.
Correct my form and tell me how I should be doing this.
Personally, if I'm doing something with wrong form, I'd rather be corrected. Wrong form can lead to fucking gruesome injuries. But I will concede this point. This does happen to women far more often, but it's usually not a sexist thing like I'm better than you because you're a woman. It's usually because you're a good-looking girl and maybe he's trying to start a conversation with you. Now, while this is pretty harmless, I can see how it could be annoying. But politely asking him to leave, is it that hard? If he doesn't, then simply go to management. God, this isn't fucking sexism.
Making fun of girls for being bad at technology, that's such like an easy joke. I don't know, like being like, oh my god, like, it's right there, like, how did you not like figure that out? It's right there.
This isn't a gender thing. This is a, if you're bad with technology, we'll tell you you're bad with technology thing. I mean, fuck, I have a friend who couldn't figure out how to use copy and paste, so I made fun of him. My dad has had an iPhone for 3 years and still can't figure it out. Like, this is not a fucking gender thing. This is not sexism. If you're bad with technology or you do or say something stupid, people will make fun of you. For fuck's sake, have a sense of humor. Fuck.
I had a guy say to me recently, explaining technology to you is like explaining technology to my grandma. That to me is just such a clearly gendered thing.
Why? What did he say that had anything to do with gender? He's comparing you with old people because old people are bad at technology. The fuck does this have to do with gender?
The sky's blue, grass is green, and girls are bad at technology.
Well, I personally wouldn't say that, but to each their own.
It's like, I'm actually pretty good at technology.
Yeah, you're good at everything. We've heard. I'll make sure to send your resume over to the guys.
Even if I was a fucking idiot with technology, like, why do you need to like make it into like a girl versus guy thing? You make fun of somebody for being bad at technology, but being like, it's like explaining it to my mom or explaining it to my grandma, like, again, I don't see you saying that to your guy friend.
You know why that is? Because, stick with me here, you do not hear all conversations. And also, you are not his guy friend. So the chances of you hearing that are slim. You get where we're going with this?
What the fuck? Like, not the 1950s, tons of women in like STEM jobs. Like, you have to shut the fuck up about that stuff now. Like, done. We're done.
Wait, what does this have to do with technology? Wait, what?
Also saying that girls are bad drivers.
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and call me sexist on this one, but yeah, I mean, women suck at driving. Right, that's just all there is to it. Sorry.
I was driving someone the other day, and he goes, "You drive like such a woman." Thanks. Here's the thing. I've found in my life many times when I've tried to raise concerns about stuff like this to either male friends or boyfriends at the time or colleagues or whatever it is, a lot of the time it would just be completely dismissed as me being too sensitive or me, misinterpreting the situation. And I hear those excuses all the time.
I think we're starting to get to the crux of the issue here. Have you ever thought that maybe you are too sensitive, or that maybe you are misinterpreting things? I mean, your whole video is you just dispassionately staring at a camera while whining about how mean everyone is to you. And the only reason you can think of is because you have a vagina. That's the only reason you've come up with. Just fucking amazing, man.
So if you're a guy and your girlfriend or your friend or your sister or your daughter come to you and tell you that something shitty and sexist like this happened, I have a question for you. Why is your first instinct to dismiss it?
If my mom or my sister or my girlfriend or anybody came to me with a real issue, then I would be there for them, absolutely. But the issues that you had in this video were guys don't ask you to please relish them in your vast sports knowledge because vagina. And guys try to correct your form at the gym because sexism, because vagina. And only guys say you're bad with technology because vagina. And women suck at driving because vagina. Like, these are such bullshit issues. You are oversensitive. That's it. You are just oversensitive. You've proven that in this video. And I think I've called it out pretty fairly.
But why so often is the impulse to go, oh, I'm sure he didn't mean it that way? Why do you choose to believe a perfect stranger over your friend or daughter or girlfriend or sister?
Well, my girlfriend doesn't have a resting bitch face, so that certainly helps. And she also doesn't really bitch about anything, which is fucking great. If she has a real issue, she knows she can come and talk to me. But she knows when to fucking blow something off that isn't a big deal and separate that from things that are real issues. She doesn't get all butthurt when some guy at work doesn't ask her what the score of the game was last night.
Like, you think that we're making this shit up? What possible earthly reason could we have to make shitty stuff like this up?
I never said you're lying, but you're certainly overreacting. I mean, I can't even imagine being at work and being upset because two women didn't include me in their conversation. That's fucking retarded.
So why is it your first instinct is to doubt and your first instinct is to minimize?
Why is your first instinct to call sexism? Is it all because vagina? Just because vagina? Is that the reason for everything?
If a woman in your life who you care about comes to you and tells you something like this has happened, maybe she's not overreacting.
If my girlfriend came home one day and started complaining about how some guy at work told her that women suck at driving, or the guys at work didn't ask her about her thoughts of the game last night, I'd ask her what the hell she's doing talking during the game. Give me my beer, woman! Oh, the fact that she's gonna laugh at that joke and you'd be so pissed.
Because it's like that whole way of thinking feeds into a very dangerous one when the issues are bigger. Are you sure he raped you?
Let me get this straight. Guy's not asking you about your opinion of the game last night, some guy being rude to you at the gym, some guy telling you you're like a grandma with technology, and some guy telling you that women suck at driving is somehow comparable and feeds into somebody dismissing rape. You are a fucking cunt.
See, when you apply those questions to something a lot more serious, consequences are pretty dire. So please, stop dismissing us, treating us like we're...
No, fuck you. I'll dismiss you whenever I want. But thanks for watching today's show, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like, share, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I'll be back next week with another video. But until then, enjoy.